Welcome back. So let's see what happens to this clock attached to this basketball, right? Being tossed around, switching hands, right? Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so in special relativity, according to Mr. Einstein, okay, uh, basically time slows down. That's what it says, right? And we are trying to derive some contradiction to that theory. Why? Uh, because some of us have some gut feeling about it. Okay, it doesn't quite sound right. Okay, yeah. So we are excluding all the effect, supposed effect of acceleration and deceleration. Okay, and I think that's very poor. I mean, it's good point. Okay, twin paradox, right? Yeah, one guy, Adam, is staying on Earth, and Bob is working. When Adam is just sitting here, drinking and smoking cigarettes, he's just staying on the Earth, doing nothing. Okay, but Bob, his twin brother, is very diligent. He became an astronaut, maybe in NASA. Okay, hardworking man. Okay, so he decelerating, accelerating. He go to the out to the space when Adam is just staying here and drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes like I do. So maybe Bob deserved to be younger after 2 years, after 10 years. Maybe he deserved to age less than Adam, who's just doing nothing. Because, yeah, I mean, Bob, he's working very hard. So when he works very hard, when he's busy going out to the space as an astronaut in NASA, yeah, time goes so fast, right? Yeah, so he doesn't have time to age. Maybe he stay young, younger than his twin brother who just sit there and drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes and just like I do. Okay. So some analogy of that is that if I'm bored, time it one day pass by when I'm bored, I'm doing nothing. It feels like 10 years. Maybe I age faster. One day, me being bored at home doing nothing, maybe it feels like 10 years because it's so painful to watch this time pass by, right? Because I'm bored. But Bob, he's working very hard. He's busy. So one day feels like it goes so fast because he's busy. It goes like that, like 1 second, right? Maybe that's why after this space travel, Bob is 2 years younger than Adam after 10 years. Okay, maybe it's fair that way. Okay, if special theory of relativity is correct. Okay, but we are trying to disprove that because yeah, it does kind of make metaphysical sense, like Mr. Jesus said. Okay, the heaven and earth. In heaven, yeah, one day is like 10 years. 10 years is like one day. Jesus did say something like that in the New Testament in Bible. Okay, and yes, he was Jewish. Okay, all right. So the politics side of this is this: did Mr. Albert Einstein get some benefit from hyper pro-Semitism during the World War II? Okay, so maybe other scientists were sympathetic just because he's European Jewish. Okay, during this Holocaust and World War II, Nazi, Hitler stuff. Okay, maybe they didn't quite strictly scrutinized Mr. Einstein's theory. Then they would have otherwise. Let's say Mr. Albert Einstein was Asian, Japanese. Let's assume Mr. Albert Einstein was Japanese, Asian, alright? Would he have gained the same fame compared to Mr. Albert Einstein being a European Jew? back in World War II. Because during the World War II, Japan was not popular. Okay, so okay, so in special theory of relativity, okay, so when an object travels, time slows down. Okay, so that's the central tenet of that. Okay, so uh, in this scenario, basketball players, okay, this is instant acceleration. Okay, Adam tossed the ball to Bob, and he grabs it. He's just traveling 10 meters per second, constant speed. So when Adam tossed the ball vertically, and Bob catches it and carries it 10 meters per second, that's instant acceleration concept. Okay, yeah, it happens all the time in basketball court. Okay, yeah, not core of law, but core of basketball. Okay, so core of law, instant acceleration. Does it ever happen? Well, that's an interesting subject to talk about. Okay, but yeah, let's not get bit. We'll maybe talk about that later. Okay, basketball core and core of law, right? We'll talk about that later. Okay, but for now, let's focus and concentrate on this. Okay. So, so Adam, Bob, and Charlie, they all have their own clock in their pocket, right? And there's this fourth clock that's attached to this basketball. Okay? Let's say Adam, Bob, Charlie, their pocket clock, pocket clocks are synchronized. So is this basketball clock. Yeah, the fourth clock, right? They're all synchronized, right? Initially, right? But Bob starts traveling eastward. Charlie starts traveling westward. Okay, and Adam is not going anywhere. Okay, Adam is has his own clock and he has the basketball and the clock attached to it, right? So when Bob and Charlie start moving around like 10 meters per second westward, 10 meters per second eastward, okay, yeah, it starts to get off sync, according to Mr. Einstein. Okay, Bob's clock and Charlie's clock start to slow down when Adam sees clock and it's like 1 second passed by. To Bob and Charlie, 0.9 second passed by. Okay? Time dilation, okay? So, yeah, Bob is going that way, Charlie is going that way, okay? Eastward, westward, okay? So let's see what happened to this basketball attached clock that's being passed from Adam to Bob and from Bob to Charlie and then from Charlie to Adam again. Okay, so that's our scenario. Okay? Yeah. And because we are trying to arrive to some kind of contradiction because Mr. Einstein's special relativity theory, some of us have some gut feeling that it is a wrong theory. Okay, so yeah. So let's think about that, okay? Because my first attempt failed, right? Just like I failed my election, okay? So yeah, maybe next time we'll get it right, okay? Yeah, it's a trial and error. We make mistakes. We are ignorant sometimes, right? But most of the times, okay? We learn from experiences. We learn from others, okay? So, yeah, we'll take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes. Alright. Okay, I cannot help noticing this analogy in humanology. Okay, basketball. All right, yeah, switching hands. Right, that's the story of all of us. Right, we employees. Okay, we move from jobs to jobs, getting tossed around between employers. Right. Yeah. Or we guys being tossed around by ladies. Okay, and we people being tossed around by these dominant ideologies like switching left, right, and politicians, yeah, judges, scientists, ideological influence, whatever the most dominant ideology there is. Okay, we get left and right tossed around just like these basketballs. Okay, so I couldn't help noticing this. Okay, so as a humanologist, okay, so let's get back to special relativity. Okay, so what happens to this ball and the clock attached to it? Okay, so according to Mr. Einstein, okay, yeah, time dilation happens according to him, and we think he's wrong. Okay, because according to him, okay, yeah, you have this basketball that originally belonged to Adam. Okay, it's passed to this Bob. Okay, so Bob travels along the way eastward, and he passes it to Charlie, who goes to westwards, and Charlie gives it back to Adam. Okay? So this whole time, this basketball attached clock been traveling 10 meters per second eastward. Later on, 10 meters per second westward. Okay? Originally it was static. Now it got passed back to Adam. Okay? Yeah, they're basketball players. Okay? They are very good at tossing and catching basketball. Okay? Now, Adam compares his pocket clock that's been staying there with him all this time, statically. It didn't go anywhere, okay? Then he compares that his pocket clock with this basketball clock. And according to Mr. Einstein, yeah, Adam noticed the difference. This basketball test clock is slower, okay? Maybe 1 hour passed by according to Adam's pocketball clock, pocket clock, okay? But when he look at this basketball test clock, only 58 minutes passed by. So, okay, time slow down, okay, because this basketball has been traveling east and west, right? According to Mr. Einstein, right? Because in the universe, eastward, westward, in the universe, let's draw some curtain so that they don't have any frame of reference. Okay? Let's draw a curtain in a big box like in Superman movie, okay? So that they don't get to any see suns or stars, okay? Galaxies. Yeah. They're in the dark. Okay? They have flashlights, okay? So that they can still pass the balls around. Okay, so yeah, in that setting, okay. Yeah. Well, before that, let's finish this up. Okay. That comes later. Okay. Big curtain. Yeah. That does not pass any light from the stars. Okay. That comes later. Okay. So let's just look at Adam's clocks. He got the ball, basketball, which Charlie passed to him. Okay. He got the basketball clock and he got his pocket clock that's been staying with him all this time. Okay. So in the universe, okay, let's bring up this clock, not clock but clock, curtain. All right. There's no west or east. There's no up and down, right or left. Out in the space in the universe, there's no sense of direction. Okay. So this Bob traveling that way, Charlie traveling that way is all the same. Okay, but because in the absolute universe, empty space devoid of stars and planets. There's no sense of direction. Okay, left and right, it's just naming convention, language. Okay, yeah, it's just how we name it. Okay, left, right, yeah, left hand, right hand. Okay, yeah, but in the universe, empty space, devoid of everything. There's no sense of direction. Okay, so left, eastward, rightward, or leftward. Okay, right wing, left wing, conservative, liberal. It does not make any difference in the universe. Okay, so because there's no sense of direction in the universe, in the outer space. Okay, where there's no stars, no nothing. Okay, it's just equivalent. Okay, so yeah, this clock attached to this basketball. Yeah, it's traveled eastward, westward, but it's just language. Okay, yeah, Mr. Wittgenstein, his contribution, okay, yeah, popularizing this idea, calling to our attention this idea of importance of language, linguistic or philosophy. Okay, that's great contribution of Mr. Wittgenstein. Okay, personally, I'm not a huge fan of him. Okay, but he did make some good contribution. Okay, so why am I not a huge fan of him? His ideology, yeah, kind of like left leaning, like LGBT kind of. Okay, so yeah, personally, I'm not a huge fan of that guy. Yeah. But I do admit he made some good contribution. Okay, so did Mr. Oscar Wilde, Mr. Alan Turing, yeah, LGBT community members. Okay, also yeah, Mr. what John Maynard Keynes, they make some contribution. I do admit it. At least they ask the right questions, even if their answers were wrong. Okay. Mr. Einstein, yeah, he asked the right question, even if his answers were wrong. Okay. I'm watching the clock in this laptop computer screen. Okay, to see if it's my time to take a break yet. I know my limit, okay? I know my limit. My vocal cord, it needs a break after every 10 minutes, okay? So I don't want to lose my voice. I have to go back to work tomorrow, Thursday. I need my voice in my line of job, okay? I'm a lawyer, okay? So even when I was computer programmer, yeah, I need my voice, whatever job it may be. We should be able to communicate, okay? So we take 5 minutes break, okay? So and we continue, okay? Okay. Yeah. We take 5 minutes, okay? Okay, we are back. We'll continue with this narrative of the three basketball players tossing the ball around. Okay, yeah. Hey, in physics, in this planetary movement like astronomy, astrophysics, okay, three body problem is notoriously difficult in Newtonian physics, classical mechanics. Okay, so it's as simple as three basketball players in special relativity. Yeah, we'll continue this narrative tomorrow, okay? Because I just realized it's more involved, more convoluted than I thought it would be, okay? But we'll wrap this up very soon, okay? So, uh, some of us who know some physics, okay? I didn't major in physics, okay? I majored in computer science, but I did take physics classes. How many classes in physics? Two or three in university, 4 year college undergrad, okay? Madison, Wisconsin, okay? And they're very good, okay? I really liked it, okay? So about 3 semesters of required physics classes, 3 semesters, okay? Just about, okay? So uh yeah, so that's my level of physics, okay? Yeah, just non-physics major undergrad level, okay? uh but some of us who don't specialize in physics, okay, some of us we have some objection to special relativity, okay? Because let's say there's this one guy Adam and one guy Bob, okay? Bob is traveling east, right? So his clock slow down according to Adam. When to Adam 1 second passed by, but Bob his clock slowed down, so 0.9 second passed by, okay? But according to Bob, is Adam going west? Bob is standing still, right? So according to Bob, it's Adam's clock that's slowing down. That's the controversy. That's the contradiction right there. So we don't have to have three people, okay? We just need two people, okay? According to Adam, he's standing still. It's Bob who's moving east with constant velocity 10 meters per second. But according to Bob, no, he's the center of the universe, okay? It's Adam that is moving west 10 meters per second, right? So according to Bob, it's Adam's clock that's slowing down. According to Adam, it's Bob's clock slowing down, right? So that's the contradiction right there. We don't need three people, okay? So yeah. So we may want to simplify this, okay, and reduce to two people problem as opposed to three people problem, okay? Occam's razor, okay? We want some path of least resistance. We want the simplest model there is, okay? So yeah, it may take me a couple of days, okay? Maybe you are smarter than me, okay? Maybe you already got it, or maybe it take only 1 day for you. But for me, I think it may take a couple of days to figure this out, to arrive to our desired contradiction, to disprove the special relativity theory, right? It will require, as for me, it will require me some thinking, right? Not soul searching. This is physics, okay? It's not ethics, right? So both Adam and Bob, they have this laser beam and they have this big electronic sign that displays the time when this laser beam hits this photo sensor. Laser sensor, okay. Okay. In Adam's world, he's standing still, and Bob is moving, and Adam has sensor here and sensor there. Alright? Yeah, the photo sensor, laser sensor, okay. Okay. And according to Adam, Bob is moving 10 meters per second. Okay. So no length contraction required because single point, length 0. Right? Let's think about this real quick. Okay, so because we may be very close to it. Okay, so let's be diligent. Let's say this laser sensor is also laser shooter, right? Okay, good. Okay. So this is laser shooter and laser sensor, right? So when they pass by each other, I mean, yeah, I mean these two laser shooters and two laser sensors, yeah, they're shooting laser beam all the time. Okay, so is this Adams laser sensor slash laser uh, shooters. Okay, yeah, they're shooting the laser and at the same time they are sensing the laser from the other side. Both of them, Bob and Adam. Okay, all right. And they are 10 meters apart. Okay, when they are not moving. Okay, so 10 meters from here to here. When they are not moving. Okay. Okay. It is a challenging problem, okay? Mr. Einstein, he should be accredited to asking the right question, okay? But some of us believe that he got the wrong answer, okay? Because it doesn't quite add up, right? Yeah. We are wrestling with physics God, okay? So that just like Jacob in Israel back in the days, whose name was later on Israel, okay? We are wrestling with God. We are not going to let God go until He give us some blessings. Alright? Yeah, the Jacob story in Old Testament Jewish Bible, okay? Judeo-Christianity Bible, okay? So hopefully God does not break out hip bones, okay? Just like He did to Jacob. Okay, so yeah, I remember Bible stories. Okay, okay, okay. So they're apart, so there will be length contraction. Okay, there will be length contraction. Okay. Okay, so they contract, huh? This Bob is moving 10 meters per second. Okay, so for simplicity, okay, so let's say contrast to 9 meters. Okay, according to Adam, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. So this will be like this guy when this guy missed this guy it will be like 0 second, right? When okay. When this guy missed this guy, okay, it will be like 0.9 second, okay. So, okay. According to Adam's clock. And because time dilation, it will be like that. Okay, okay. Yeah, we may have to introduce the third guy, okay, because it's not quite working, okay. Yeah. This this problem, this proof of special relativity that I once tried and failed, it may even take a month, right, or a week. Yeah, this is not an easy problem, okay. It is confusing, somewhat. I like this crab apple vodka, okay. Now it's giving out the juice. Really like this. It's been about 2 weeks, okay, maybe 3 weeks, okay. So yeah, different plant, different size. I guess it takes different timing to give out the juice to vodka. Mm. But now it's really giving out the juice. Good. All right. Yeah. So when it comes to time dilation, okay, whether it accelerate or decelerate, okay, if this Bob guy is accelerating or decelerating according to Adam, who's not going anywhere, yeah, it's still his velocity is more than zero. Okay, so even when he's accelerating or decelerating, yeah, there's still accumulation of time dilation. Yeah, some integration calculus. Okay, yeah, accumulation of time dilation. Okay, so Bob has that. Even when he's accelerating, decelerating, his velocity, instant velocity, is still more than zero. Adam is zero velocity. Okay, so yeah, time dilation will still happen, no matter what direction he's traveling, or no matter what, whether he's accelerating or decelerating, because his speed is more than zero. Okay. This disproof, correct disproof of special relativity, it may take a week or a month, okay, but not a year, right? Because it's not that difficult a problem. Okay, so but it may up to take a month. Okay, we'll get there, right? Yeah. But for tonight, it's enough that we appreciate it, realize this, the complexity of this problem. Okay, so we'll get there. Okay, and we'll take step by step. And for tonight, yeah, I can use a break. Okay, so I can use some good nap. Okay. Yeah, we did enough job for tonight. Okay, so we continue tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, interesting problem. Yeah, we're keeping ourselves busy, occupied, right? Yeah, because idle hands is devil's playground. When you are busy, we stay out of trouble, right? It's just good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's what I would do if I'm the president of the United States. Okay. Yeah, on the international television. Okay, I'll suggest this problem, and people will start studying this. Okay, and they will not commit any violence. Okay, if they are hungry, our recommendation, yeah, don't steal. Just go to some community centers. Okay, so, and yeah, get a job. Join us. Join the party. Study physics, mathematics. Okay. It may take about a month. All right. Yeah. But for now, it's good enough to know that this problem is not as simple as we once thought. Once I thought. Okay, so my bad. Right. I underestimated this problem of disproving special relativity. Okay, I underestimated it. Okay, so, but my God instinct tells me, yeah, special relativity theory is wrong. Or maybe it's right. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep open mind. Okay, and then we'll keep exploring. Okay. All right. Thank you. Happy Wednesday. Good night. Bye.